Alright, welcome back everybody. So we're sitting in a situation where finally our war exhaustion is reducing a little bit. We're doing pretty well in terms of the holding out on the empire side of things. I'm just really looking forward to being able to expand finally, and Hungary is going to be that method of expansion. In 1 year's time, we're going to be able to make him our rival. We could actually make him our rival right now in exchange for Poland, but it's going to be much smarter to do it in exchange for Castile, considering that we are going to be going head to head with Poland as well once our truce comes down, which is in 11 years from now. So it's all about Hungary. In the meantime, our aggressive expansion is pretty low, except for, of course, those Italians that we really peed off earlier. So let's go ahead and try to keep our relations high with them, I suppose, with our spare diplomats, in an effort to keep them out of any coalition against us. Oh, Flanders has been doing some expanding. Okay, into Holland, that's no big deal, as long as, oh, he will return it. Okay. Don't care too much about nations fighting each other and taking land from each other unless they actually eradicate a independent nation. Like we can see Savoy and Milan trading back and forth, and Switzerland expanding into Switzerland, etc. But I don't really mind as long as they actually remain each independent, if you are following what I'm saying. Oh, all of a sudden we lost a decent amount. Why? Did our buff disappear? Still got it. 0.02 we lost. Why? I don't understand. How is that possible that we could lose that much? An independent, a city-state? Uh-huh. I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think we lost a city-state. Let's go ahead and give it to Lucca or Parma or someone in this area. Because that kind of, this isn't a very sort of contested area, like that's going to prevent Florence from expanding a lot, so let's do that. Okay, was that it? I don't think we can give another one, can we? No. Alright. Now we would be in Regency for a long time if our leader would die now, so let's hope that doesn't happen. Okay, the Ottomans declared on Venice. That's unfortunate. I was hoping Venice would hold on a little bit longer because I actually wish to take his islands when we declare on him. But looks like he's about to get murdered. That's really unfortunate. Oh well, the fact that we can expand into Hungary now, or we always could, but we're choosing that route, means that it's not such a concern, because we can just push through. Of course, I'm always going to keep an eye on the French. Perhaps when this... who knows? I just have to keep an eye on them. If they have no air, we're gonna have to YOLO beat them up. It's just that simple. And of course, in order to PU a nation that large, you basically have to 100% them, you know? You need them around 80% with low enthusiasm to actually enforce a personal union over them. Oh, Alsace. Okay. Alsace eliminated Baden off the map, but we're about to have them return. Okay, we can have actually a 2 tech advantage lead on Hungary, considering his only ally is Brandenburg. That's going to make Hungary a little bit of a pushover. So it should be a really nice, easy war against him. And another thing that will be nice about this war against Hungary is we will actually be expanding our own strength. Since the Burgundian succession and expanding into Italy, we haven't really expanded our own strength in a long time. We've actually gotten weaker and weaker conceding land. So being able to bring land into the empire, which will be permanently integrated, is pretty nice. Being able to bring it into our territory, I mean, under our Austrian banner. Got a lot of unrest. That's of course to do with our legitimacy being low and our war exhaustion being high. But most of the places that are unhappy are only barely unhappy. I think we're going to be okay. Nice. Oh, I love it when they will just simply give the land back. Now, I'm not sure that we could take any more than... Oh, I didn't realize we had a truce with Hungary, damn it! I thought we were going to go to war against him this year, but we have a truce with him as well, so it's going to be another 5 years. Oh, that makes me uneasy. I really wish we were doing something. Our war exhaustion is about to lower and we should be doing something. Going to turn the speed up in that case. So we could declare on Naples right now, but I don't think that we could win the war. That's the problem. France and Corsica would back us against Portugal, Poland, Castile, Aragon and Naples. And of course Lithuania and Moldavia. I just don't think we could win that. I think Hungary's where it's at. Okay, with that in mind then we're going to be looking out hard for ways to actually benefit the empire within. And there's the Protestant Reformation. Oh no. And it's right on my doorstep. Oh. Well, that is certainly upsetting. Okay, let's I don't think that reform desire matters once it's gone past 100 like that and the Reformation happens. So go ahead and gain additional missionary strength and national tax income. Certainly could do with that tax income because we're sort of slowly just losing money. Oh boy, that is right in the heart of Germany, and that's really going to hurt us. Oh, our military tech is really high. So, I think that we're going to be able to pass this one, and the main reason is going to be, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while, but we're going to lose a lot of this due to heretics. I know we are. But I think we will be able to pass that before we sort of start going into the negative by simply gaining it over time, adding land to the empire that we take, and probably our ruler dying, passing away. I suspect we'll be able to do it. However, I did my best. I really did my best. Even though we could have done slightly better, I don't think we would have made it to the peace within the empire, which is the next one. So it looks as though the future of the empire is going to be the League War. And I think the smartest way, we'll see how things go, but I think the smartest way to handle the League War is going to be to actually flip Protestant ourselves. I'm going to really try hard for this fourth enactment. And then once the League War probably starts up, rather than having to hold on to it and probably having our rivals like the Ottomans join on the opposing team, I'm just going to embrace the Protestant Reformation. As ultimately, as the Holy Roman Empire, we should become Protestant anyway, in my opinion. And the reason is because Protestant's better than Catholicism, but also so much of our land will be Protestant. This is very typical for it to happen in Germany, and we're going to be basically, imagine we are a single nation, we're going to be mostly Protestant. So that's what I intend to do. And leading or contributing to the Protestant League War against the Catholic League is probably going to be really easy when we consider that a lot of these nations will probably go Protestant in order to sort of overthrow us, and then we're going to abandon Catholicism. If we're lucky, the emperor, when we switch religion, it could be some random little guy. Or even someone outside the empire, I wonder. We will see. Damn, I was really hoping. Here we go, man. I was really hoping that, yeah, we could at least get that fourth one. So the near future of our country is very much going to be treating ourselves as though we are Austria. A lot more of that and a lot less of treating ourselves as though we are the emperor, if you see what I'm saying. We're very close to completing our mission, just need one more relation with Mainz. Playing on hard difficulty, I'm not sure we could get away with taking more than 3 provinces with Hungary, so that's how much I'm actually going to take. But I am going to take Lika because I do want to improve our naval force limit, but also that will allow us to attack into Bosnia and Serbia if we feel as though I can gain more aggressive expansion. Oh, excellent. Gain 50 admin here. Unfortunately, our ruler has had only 2 admin skill, which is not that much, because I'm trying to focus down admin technology, or idea group rather. Flanders taking all kinds of lands up in here. Okay. Uh-oh. Ulm is about to become Protestantified. Protestantified. That's for sure. I suspect he couldn't hold out very long once his capital is converted to Protestant. Bohemia's changed, and that is the second center of Reformation. It is also right on our border. Oh, pretty rough. So I suppose as someone who is... there it is. There's the third as well. Okay, I'm a little bit disappointed. I was hoping that sort of we would only have one within our border, and maybe Great Britain or something like that would have another. But we have two, and Scandinavia has another. So we'll see how things go. Like I said earlier, we are ultimately going to be Protestant, so we are kind of secretly rooting for Protestantism to influence a lot of neighboring nations. Sorry, Hungary. It's not going to happen. It's time to spend 100 Diplo. But breaking a Diplo slot will also gain us 1 Diplo every month. Bohemia must accept Austrian lordship. So that's trying to actually enforce a personal union over Bohemia. And it's not going to happen. That's a much more sort of aggressive way to play Austria. And we're not too bothered. Like I said, we're trying to become the emperor, and I feel like that's sort of a waste of it's going to be a waste of a war, but also aggressive expansion that we could use otherwise. So let's just take the time to actually talk about this dynamic between Austria and Bohemia. For those of you who are not aware, you can PU Bohemia very easily as Austria. In the early stages of the game, Bohemia has no ruler and no heir, and if any nation who is a a kingdom or a monarchy... Ooh, what is this for? France is just straight up attacking England, and considering England has no allies, looks like France is going to win with all his forces on the mainland. I think that's kind of a good thing. France expanding through his own accord, and hopefully it will all be our land eventually under our PU. So that's good. I was talking about this dynamic between Austria and Bohemia. If someone has no ruler and no heir, then they will actually be given a ruler of a dynasty, much like we were given the rule of our dynasty when our ruler died without an heir. With that being said, it's usually of the nation with the most prestige. Gosh, where's all our money going, I wonder? And in the beginning of the game, Austria, unlike most nations, they have about 25 prestige, being the emperor. So that allows you almost guaranteed, if you ally Bohemia, which can be undermined by the fact they rival you, but otherwise it's very likely that you will, they will gain your dynasty. Now, other nations can do this, but Austria can actually attack Bohemia and crush them, because you're simply more powerful than them, and unlike other nations that are more powerful than them, like let's say Poland, whilst having the personal union over Lithuania, you will actually have to deal with Austria most likely because you're attacking into the empire. That's not the case if you are in the empire or you are the emperor. So it's very easy to actually personal union Bohemia right off the bat as Austria, and that's something I'm well aware of, and it's something that I didn't do, mainly because of, you guys saw how close it came down to here in regards to the time frame and the aggressive expansion, etc. So if I had personal union Bohemia, it would have just resulted in a lot more aggressive expansion, and it could have been Could have been the end of us. You can see, guys, really quickly, we've lost 0.03 per month, and that's due to heretics within the empire. We're in a very similar situation that we were a moment ago, but the heretics, they really dramatically influence the amount of imperial authority that you gain, and unfortunately it's just going to become worse and worse and worse. In fact, as we could expect, most of the empire will flip to Protestantism. We're actually going to find it in the negative. But like I said, I'm hoping we can reach 50 by adding provinces to the empire, etc. And that 20 ducats a month in tax would really help us, because our economy is doing very poorly at the moment. But also, something to keep in mind is that like I said, we're going to lose the emperorship for a short period of time as we join the Protestant enemies. We join the dark side. So for that period of time, we will not gain the permanent tax increase. I'm going to go ahead and fabricate on senior, as when our truce comes up in 6 years' time, I would like to release Senior as an independent nation. If it's possible. That jerk. Taking Parma, oh gosh, that's not good. Having a truce with so many nations within the empire is really awkward. Because we're not really able to enforce or go to war with them and split them apart. If I could just gain a little bit more loyalty from the clergy, we could gain 100 admin, which is what I want to do. Wait, what is the... If it's in the negative, below 30, yeah, okay, that's tax stability and yearly papal influence. We don't want to lose that. Right now, Hungary would be on his own. So this is almost the ideal time to attack him. Just need our truce to come down next year. I guess let's go ahead and turn the speed up to 5. I'll just use my diplomat. Before we do such a thing. So I suppose if Hungary is on his own, it should not be that difficult to 100% him. And with that in mind, we should be able to humiliate him and take some of his money, as well as taking some of his land, in theory. We certainly need the money, but that might be the first time after humiliating him and taking land that we have over 50 power projection, and therefore gaining additional monarch points, which we really need, honestly. Especially the admin right now. We really need the admin. We don't so much need the military, but we really need the admin. Brunswick. Gaining 0.14 a month, but more and more on the decline. Oh, discipline advisor right before we go to war. Always nice. Okay, there's the truce. So finally. This game automatically turns your army maintenance up now, which is a pretty cool little feature. It's a little bit different. Poor Hungary, man, and he's helped us so much this game as well. I genuinely feel bad. So it looks like that's his entire armed force, I think. Just going to avoid his army while our morale is low. Got 2 siege on that general though, so we certainly have to do something about him. I'm sorry, Hungary, but it is time. Who are Hungary's enemies? Bohemia, Poland, okay. So that does not benefit us very much. We of course were going to lose our slot, our Diplo relation slot with Bohemia instead of Hungary, but now that we've lost it with Hungary, we're going to be more than happy to remain friends with Bohemia for now. He is an elector after all. We're also hoping that Hungary is simply... No, don't you dare! Okay, Bosnia's declaring on Hungary, that's interesting. We have to make sure we have the land that we want then. Which it includes liquor. And these Italians continue to declare war on each other, which is so frustrating. Because I have a truce with them for another 5 years. Going to try to siege up the land that I have claim on so that Bosnia does not steal it from us. Nice, our aggressive expansion has almost completely reset after all this time. That's good. And of course, a lot of this land here is within Vienna trading region, so this should benefit our economy quite well. Uh-oh. Okay, we're still at 0.14, which is pretty good. We were doing such a good job, might I say. I really felt like we were doing such a good job of keeping the empire intact and everything. But then the Protestant Reformation happened and ruined everything. Dang it. Let's just cancel this mission. I was hoping to complete it, but it's not going to happen. Truce has expired with Brandenburg. I don't think there's any reason to declare on him though. These Hungarians are just sieging masters apparently. They're 4 cannons and they're +2 siege general. But we're almost at 100%, I would say. After we take these 2 forts, we've got ticking war score. His enthusiasm is really low, so things are going really well. Shouldn't be too much longer before we can peace him out. Tempted to take a little bit more than this. If we took that, that would give us a border against Poland. I think this is how much we're going to take, but that's a lot. That really is a lot on hard mode. Then of course it's as much money as humanly possible. Oh wow, we can already do everything we want. What about humiliate? Maybe this is a better offer instead. Try to get that power projection up. Come on, let's go. Oh, wow. Wow. Beautiful. That only lasts 5 years. So the obvious choice is to send this towards our military, our diplomacy, our navy. Of course, we always value military more, but we're just simply so far ahead in military. We have to send it towards our navy. That's just the obvious choice. That was a really nice event though. Increasing our coring range there. Gonna use that to take an additional 100 admin now that we can. Okay. And piecing out Hungary for everything that he's worth. Let's hope this was not too much aggressive expansion though. We'll see what the consequences are for this shortly. Taking another fort, that's another negative ducat a month, and now the civil war is going to raise due to our overextension. But that's okay. Our legitimacy is creeping up higher and higher, slowly but surely. Hungary's no longer a valid rival. Dang it, I knew that would happen. Oh well, we've got really high power projection, at least for now. So that's... was that worth 100 Diplo for changing him to a rival? I think so. I think it was. Aggressive expansion is really high. But we come away unscathed, which is the most important thing. Still at 0.14 for now, and of course this is for imperial authority that we can add to the empire. Apparently, no, we're losing money, and we still have a loan to pay off, so let's reduce our army maintenance. But that's not going to be possible for that much longer, as our religious unity turns to garbage. Pretty intense, guys, pretty intense. I hope you guys enjoyed though. That's one of the first wars we had in a long time to actually expand our borders. And the obvious rival is going to be Castile once again, as when we actually go to war with the Polish, we're going to be at war with Castile as well. And once I am strong enough, I wish to expand all the way through Italy into the Iberian Peninsula. That's the dream, so let's go ahead and rival him up in an effort to keep our power projection up there. So I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. Let me ask you guys, I'm actually debating whether I should... Oh, no way! This is really interesting because we will probably find that when his heir inherits the throne, he has no heir at that point, and then it's on. We can attack him. We can claim his throne. Wow. Wow. Potentially really exciting stuff coming here in the short-term future, guys, in the near future. So really crazy. Let me ask you guys in this episode, it's probably deep enough into the series that those of you watching this are the people who are more enthusiastic about it and, you know, actually genuinely enjoy it. So let me ask you, should I keep you guys informed to when I'm actually taking a break in real life from recording? Because I have thought about it, and sometimes I end an episode. I try to streamline things so that I feel like there's no real reason to tell you guys whether I'm taking a break or not. But then I've thought about it, and sometimes I come back and I might seem like I'm in a little bit of a different headspace. So just tell me your thoughts, if you've noticed anything like that, and what your preference is. Either way, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next episode.